everybody, so glad to see you on my channel. If it's your first time here, welcome, welcome. This is a place where you can learn a lot about your energy, your intuition, how to be a conscious and grounded person in a very sane and healthy way, and just let that sixth sense guide you where sometimes your five senses just aren't enough. So today I want to talk about your secret chakra. You know, some of us have heard of chakras, a lot of us are just new to them, but these are energy centers in your body that help you experience life in a very grounded, creative, productive way. When those chakras are open, and we have 7 basic chakras and 5 extras, and when these are open and balanced, your life really is flowing in a way that you almost have to get used to, because you catch a wave, you get into the flow. Now, today I want to talk about one of your secret chakras, one of the lesser known. And that is a chakra that's right here, where there's that little indent. If you just take your hand behind your neck and you feel a little indent, that's a secret chakra. And this is a chakra that allows us to create and imagine and activate the power of attraction in a really brilliant way. So if you're a person who says, you know, I just can't visualize things, I can think the words and I can almost sense it, but when it comes to seeing things, I'm not very successful. And I hear that a lot. But that means this 6th chakra is not active, is not really strengthened. And I'll show you how to do that another time. But this chakra at the back of your head, this helps. So instead of envisioning here up in your forehead, which kind of gets you caught up all in your thoughts, and then you can get distracted and you start figuring things out, and it just takes you far away from the visually experience. Bring your attention to the back of your head. You can even take your hand and put the back of your head. You know, people say often, you know, I've got something in the back of my mind, and it's in this chakra. So you want to actually sort of think about this chakra activating and opening up, and that where you're going to hold in the back of your mind all the things that you hold dear in your heart and really would love to experience. So think of it as sort of a secret place to carry your visions. It's a PowerPoint that you can put that protects you from what's coming at you from the world, which can look very scary and demoralizing at times. Back here, where I hold my visions, they're protected back here, and see it kind of ensconced in an almost pinkish, almost a pinkish and blue. It's kind of a high heart chakra, pink throat chakra, blue. It's kind of a blend of both. So you can color it, you can look at different swatches of fabric for this color, you can look for these colors in the world, but I want you to think about, this is where I secretly stash my dreams, my visions, my aspirations, my hopes, my desires, the things I want to create in my life, the things I want to experience. Now, in working with this secret chakra, you don't want to think your visions. You want to almost dream them, and dream with feeling. So one of the ways in which you can help this chakra is to pick a playlist of music, because you know your throat chakra affects your ears. Your high heart chakra affects your emotions. So you have music that can kind of bring about the feeling of what you want to create, that you're holding in the back of your mind. That helps. So let me give you some examples. You know, you can use like Jimmy Buffett's. I'm not a big Jimmy Buffett aficionado, but he has a lot of songs about, you know, slipping away in Margaritaville or whatever, but he conjures up these images. And Somewhere Over the Rainbow, that's another song you can put on your playlist. And I'm Sailing Away, you can put that on your playlist. And those feelings and those emotions activate this energy, so that this chakra is really busy, it gets dynamic, it gets engaged, it's active. Now, what's fun when you start to work on this secret chakra at the back of your neck? What's really fun is that if you start looking for, creating a playlist to conjure up and activate the energy and the support of your throat chakra, which affects your ears, your high heart chakra, which opens you up to universal generosity, the universe will start actually engaging with you and putting you around music and songs that are just perfect. The other day I was conjuring up and putting in the back of my head that I really am tired of being COVID stressed. I'm tired of being anxious and being infected by the world. So I was thinking of the playlist and feeling really relaxed. And all of a sudden, I heard the song, Don't Worry, Be Happy. And I hadn't listened to that song or heard it for years, but it was like, perfect. That was perfect. And I could just feel myself kind of unwinding and relaxing and not worrying and being happy, which was part of this vision that I had. Now see, I'm just going to put it here. It's that place at the back of your neck. That's kind of your secret place of vision. When you put it here, it's protected. Nobody can steal your dreams away. And that's an important thing for you to know, because you tell people about the things you're creating and envisioning and dreaming, they secretly get afraid that you're going to leave them behind. So you know what they do? They kind of rain on your parade. They don't mean to, but they do. For example, I had a beautiful client who wanted to create a sort of a summer home or a vacation home on the beach. And she actually did it. She created it. She put this back here. She envisioned it. She did all the steps to attract it. She created it. And when she invited her best friend to come and visit, her best friend was conflicted. She was enjoying the experience, but she said, I really never thought you'd manage to do this, which was just throwing out these seeds of like, I can't believe you pulled this off. Now, we can't take those particular comments too personally, because everybody's just limited by their own fears and doubts. But when you put a dream in this secret visionary chakra that's between your heart chakra and your throat chakra, be very protective about who you share that dream with. It's like a secret place that you can grow that garden so it can germinate, so it's undisturbed, so it's not, kind of assaulted by other people's fears and negativity and, frankly, lack of imagination. So this is what I call your imagination chakra. This is where you imagine the life you would really love to experience. And here's something my teachers taught me that I want to share with everyone. You cannot create what you cannot imagine. So that gets you thinking, I got to get busy and put some things here. But secondly, you always create what you do imagine. So you look around your life right now and you think, wow, I created this. I didn't imagine this, but you might have imagined it without knowing it, because you're absorbing everybody else's visions of the way life is, and you're believing that that's the only way life is. You watch TV, you listen to the news, you get bombarded with stories and narratives about how awful things are. That can plant. That's why you put this secret chakra in the back of your head and you fill it with your own special dreams and visions. And this is your imagination station. It's a superpower, but you want to protect it. So when you share your dreams, if someone gives you even the slightest little bit of negative feedback, make note of that and don't share your dreams with that person again. I'm not saying you can't have a relationship with that person, but I would say protect your dreams. In my book, Your Heart's Desire, Creating the Life You Really Want, I have 9 principles for manifesting that are universal and absolute. And if you master these principles, your life pretty much unfolds in a way that is really fabulous. Principle number 4 is to protect your dreams. So when we put our visions back here, it's like I have a secret in the back of my mind. I know where I'm going. I know what I'm creating, and it's beautiful. But I'm not going to share it with people who will trample on my garden. It's like it says in the Bible, Don't cast your pearls before swine. Don't put your beautiful dreams in front of people who are going to trample all over them. And if they do trample, note to self, you don't get to hear about my dreams anymore because they are sacred to me and you are not a safe person to tell. A lot of people say negative things very automatically and they're not aware that what they're saying has an effect on anybody. They're just talking out loud because it's what's going on in their own minds all the time. So let's just not be overly sensitive. Let's be neutral and discerning. And if it's like if I plant a garden, you step on it, I'm going to just have to say, whoa, 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 this is my garden, don't step on it. But I'm not going to tell you what I planted in there. I'm not going to give you fuel to disturb my dreams. And that's what you're planting. When you go to sleep at night, bring your attention. You can even put your hands here and breathe like this, because when you open your arms like this, you open your heart chakra, you open your throat chakra, you open all the energy you need to create this beautiful imagination station. And then imagine that you're just placing these seeds of creativity right in this little sacred spot. I'm going to plant a beautiful relationship. I'm going to plant a profession that just brings my best tools and skills out and brings me joy. I'm going to plant well-being and health. I'm going to plant gorgeous connections. I'm going to plant peace of mind. I'm going to plant overcoming anxiety and feeling really grounded and safe in my own body. Whatever you want to plant there, but know it's your secret imagination station. It's the chakra between your heart chakra and your throat chakra. It sits right between. It's a secret power spot. So I wanted to share that with you, and I want you to practice every night, just placing another seed to grow, and it sort of like germinates in its own quiet little safe spot. And then watch what happens. It gets very exciting. So again, thank you for tuning in, and if you're new to my channel, I really appreciate you showing up, and I encourage you to subscribe, because I come on regularly with these little tips and tools. Just bring your life more joy, more peace, more ease, more magic, more understanding, more personal power, and that is what makes me happy. It's what I put in the back of my mind every day. So lots and lots of love to you. I hope I see you again. Subscribe. And if you're curious, you can read 2 books. I've written many, many books, but there are 2 that are really useful. One is True Balance, my book on chakras, which you can look up. And the other is Your Heart's Desire, creating the life you really want. It's just a little more thorough than The Secret, because The Secret, while it's a good book, is incomplete. Just saying. Might as well have all the steps so you guarantee your success. Okay, everybody, thanks for tuning in. Send you lots and lots of love, and I look forward to seeing you in the very near future when I give my next video. Bye, everyone.